All right, Tuesday, last day of our trip. This was the Disney Springs day. So we kind of just relaxed, didn't do a whole lot in the morning, just got everything packed up, which since we bought more souvenirs than we had anticipated, I ended up switching my personal item from a sling bag, which holds some things, to a 50th anniversary bag, which we could fit underneath the seat in front of us. Like, all right, well, we'll just adjust some things around. We'll get everything to fit. Going to Disney Springs, we'll probably get a few more souvenirs. Nothing crazy. What we've done in the past is, if we're going someplace, we're not going to get souvenirs. We'll pack food. We'll pack food in a box. The idea being that we'll eat the food, space in the box, souvenirs in the box, good to go. So it works for the droid. The droid, I've already got a suitcase that's a carry-on that the droid fits perfectly into, so we just brought so that one had the droid backpack in it, empty, and then we got the droid, put the droid there, we're fine. Made to Disney Springs. Really awesome place. I would say this is easily Walt Disney World's fifth gate. Massive. went to their Disney store, and it was okay. It's a massive store. It's almost probably too big because there's way too many things to look at and way too big of a selection, but impressive. Also went to the pin trading store, and I was like, all right, cool. Expected a lot more, but great selection, nice amount of stuff. I expected there to be a lot more pins because this is one of their prime pin trading locations. Okay. I went to both their Star Wars stores. The Star Wars store that was right next to their Marvel shop, underwhelming. I will say that even the Treasures of Xandar was incredibly underwhelming. I thought that we would easily see Guardians of the Galaxy pins or Nova Corps pins. And so we got a Nova Corps magnet. Cool magnet. I expected there to be so much more stuff. Pin trains is a massive thing there. This new massive thing. You expect there to be Nova Corps, Guardians of the Galaxy. And so you had the Guardians of the Galaxy one with just the holiday one with the lights around. I'm like, not my thing. The Coke store is kind of neat. We thought maybe we would have a taste test area similar to the Cool Zone. No, just a lot of apparel. You can really get your branding on tremendously well out there. Did it at the Lego store. It's a really nice Lego store. Laid out well. Love the massive Lego sculptures in front of it, especially the one where it's the prince fighting Maleficent. That's an amazing amount of work there. I think those are really cool, especially the sea serpent and stuff. There's lots of really cool stuff there. And watching the Lava Lounge, which is attached to a Rainforest Cafe, just shoot balls of fireballs into the air. Really cool to see. Some interactive elements. A lot of the Christmas trees were really beautiful to look at. And I was like, man, there's a lot of really cool things in this area. If we came here again near Christmas time, this could be like a full day thing. Driving to a place to eat, it was like a lot of those cool places are just lounges. And we wanted to have an actual meal because our flight was later on in the day. Then I saw Chicken Guy. My wife and daughter had watched one of Guy Fieri's shows where he actually tried to find a general manager for one of his Chicken Guy locations. And I'm like, my daughter likes chicken tenders. This place is just chicken tenders. You want them fried? They're there. You want them grilled? They're there. You want them on a sandwich? You got that. You want them a group of 2, 3, or 5? They're there. That's it. It's tenders and sauce. And you know what? The sauces were all pretty good. Their hot honey was good. Donkey sauce was good. A lot of them are mayo based, which if that's not your thing, sorry. I understand why you get that fattiness, you get that mouthful, you get that flavor from it. The grilled ones are good. The fried ones are good. The fries are pretty good. Didn't go for a shake because we'd been kind of sugared out by the time we got to there. But it was nice. It was good. I'm like, all right, cool. Made it back to the hotel. Got our stuff. We did a sunshine flyer. Waited for the vehicle to show up. Got to call guys a camera in a few minutes late. All right, cool. No big deal. 20 minutes go by. Finally shows up. Awesome. Cool. Let's do this. Now, when we came out in what looked more like actually train car. For the pickup, it's a caboose. And I'm like, awesome. Smaller vehicle. And we catch traffic. I'm like, all right, well, flight leaves at 6:20, means we're boarding at 5:50. We're getting into Terminal B. We got them run over to A, which is like my first time in this second in this airport. So I got to figure out how to get through the airport with all like 8 pieces of luggage that we have, including the carry-on bags and all that, and personal items. And my phone starts blowing up. I'm like, oh, I'm getting delayed again. We get delayed, 6:50. All right, fine. Jumps back, 6:20. Fine. Jumps back and forth. We get there. Get checked in. Everything's good. We got a little bit of time. We just grab some quick snacks. Like, so you just get a bottle of water. We got some other snacks. We're good. Plane lands. We're like, awesome. Plane's on time. Then we see us get bumped back a half an hour. I'm like, all right, there's going on. And then it goes to 8:50. So now we've gained 2.5 hours of additional time. And we're like, what's going on? What's up? And we're sitting close to the gate agent. And then she's eating just a tremendous amount of crow for what's going on. She's like, you've got the plane. You don't have the flight staff. That's pilot, co-pilot. She goes, one of the pilots is landing in the plane from Indianapolis at 8:20. He'll do his stuff and be here at 8:50. We fine. Guy shows up on the earlier side. He got his flight in like 10 minutes faster. He's there. He got his flight in like 20 minutes faster. He got in. And he just landed the plane, got off, and booked it. A little after 8. He's like, all right, I'm here. We have our pilots. We don't have flight attendants. We need 4 flight attendants. We have 3. The woman working the gate is now frantically trying to figure out how to get the 4th flight attendant. She's got a call sheet. She's going through it. She has other attendants. Would you see this person at the lounge? No, I don't think this person made it in. Going through it. A few people just didn't show up today. I'm thinking, is that just how tight their system is? That they're like, all right, we need 12 flight attendants in this area. Okay, cool. How many are going to show up? 12. What one doesn't show up? That's fine. One doesn't show up, you have 11. But you need 4 for a flight. Yeah. Wouldn't you think you'd maybe just have a backup one ready or have a 13th one show up? So an 8:50 comes and goes. Woman is paging. So someone else comes off of another flight. Woman more or less gets flagged down and is like, hey, can you hop on this flight? And she's like, what? Can you work this flight too on the way back? So now, it's getting close to like 10 o'clock at night. Our flight was supposed to leave at 6:20. We were supposed to land at like 8 o'clock. It's now like getting close to 10. We've now boarded on the flight. Flight takes off. Uneventful flight, land, cool. Sell this in the signs of permanent route. Every single flight that landed to 2 baggage claims. So now you now have like 4 flights worth of people standing on 1 baggage claim. They then push a couple baggage ones over another. Like, all right, cool, fine, awesome. Then we hear over the speaker, something is wrong with one of the luggage conveyors. How long it's going to be. Then 10 minutes go by. Then luggage starts showing up. I get our 3 bags. Get everything trucked over. I'm like, all right. I remember how in the world we make the train. We make the shuttle to get back to the hotel, to get our car, and then to leave. Find a spot, go upstairs, make the phone call. It's below 20 degrees before the wind kicks in. So when we left, it was like it was near 70. So I've had like a temperature swing of almost like 60 degrees. Dude finally shows up. I'm like, awesome. I'm used to shuttle drivers. You know, they have a door on their side. They come out, help load the stuff. No. Dude just sits in there. My daughter beat. We're closing at like at 1 o'clock in the morning. She really hasn't napped this whole time. She's had some cat naps here and there. My wife also exhausted, you know, medically can't lift more than like, 10 pounds. So, I'm putting the luggage in. My wife's trying to, stash the luggage in there because I'm just taking it from the ground up into the shuttle. Because you guys got a lot of luggage just sitting there. Takes back to the hotels. I see the sign, like tipping appreciated. I'm thinking, man, you ain't done nothing. You drove a vehicle. Yeah, if you would have helped move some luggage, yeah, I give you a bucket bag. He didn't. Get everything loaded out. Get everything taken down. I'm like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. Get my wife and them to kind of wait inside. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shoot on up. I'm gonna grab the car. Get the car, get it started. Get everybody. Get home around 2 a.m. So our day started at like 6-ish our time and finished 2 o'clock our time. It's a 20-hour day of pretty much non-stop travel. My wife then goes, I can't wait for my contacts. I spend the next 2 hours tearing apart the rest of our suitcases, trying to find a thing for our contacts. 4 o'clock in the morning, I go to sleep. We then celebrate another Christmas the next day. I'm up at like 9:30. Then I go back to work on Thursday. Needless to say, I then got a wicked sinus infection. So I've pretty much basically been like, either couch or bedridden for the past couple of days while trying to find time to do some of these videos as well. So Southwest cost us, well, Mickey's Christmas party was like $600. It's like $200 a person. It's an incredibly expensive ticket. And instead of getting there closer to 5 o'clock, we would have had 7 hours. We instead got there closer to like 8:30. So we did about 4 hours. Cost us money there. Just a tremendous amount of just lost time, just random delays. Almost all of them non-weather related. It was just, we didn't have staffing. All right. Oh, I forgot to mention that. So as we were ready to fly back, we hear like disengaged doors. What's going on? We had to carry a part with us back to Midway for another flight. So we got delayed again. So everyone's loaded, everything's crossed, everything was good. We got to take a part back with us. So just delays up and down across the board. I was like, Walt Disney World, sorry. It's gorgeous during Christmas. The amount of lighting, the amount of theming, the trees, characters in different costumes, meeting Jack, Sally. There's just a lot of really beautiful things that they do. And the use of Genie Plus is ridiculously expensive, but if you want to shave a few hours out of waiting in line, you need to know how it works, yeah. It's worth it a little bit if you want to skip some time in line. It's really about it. But a fun trip, incredibly exhausting. Here we are, like, Burns, like, not even a week removed from the trip, and I'm still catching up on sleep debt. Just from the amount of travel that had to be done. But it was awesome. It's a great way to end the year with a massive family trip. And that's it. So now I'll just work on paying down all the bills for it. So I paid everything before we left, but you buy souvenirs, you get food and all that. So just taking care of all those bills in the month of January. And a lot of fun, really expensive. I mean, there are ways of making it do a lot cheaper. You can go to the hotels that aren't as expensive. You can skip doing Genie Plus. You don't need to get souvenirs. You can, bring more of your own meals. there are definitely ways around it. And you can skip doing, the Merry Christmas parties and all that stuff. But it was fun. I'm glad we did it once. I think if I ever go there again during the Christmas time, I would probably definitely schedule a single day of just doing nothing, but maybe like hit some of the different resorts. Never got to see the gingerbread house shop that they've got in one of the hotels. Disney Springs was really cool to look through. A lot of really neat stuff. And I can obviously probably spend more time at Epcot just to see all the different different nationalities and what they do during the Christmas time. So, amazing trip. Here's something you want to do. Definitely plan to go. Here's what I really, really want to do, and things would be nice to do as well. Again, we had the massive injury with my wife and all that, so we tried to do what we could. My daughters were asking, we're going to go back again, and I'm like, babe, there's really not much we haven't done. And until new things open up, I mean, there's very little we haven't done. Yes, there are more pirate things to do, but it's like, we've done pretty much everything that's there except for a few princesses. But with the Moana thing coming up next year and Tron, maybe a Figment thing, who knows? Maybe we'll try to go there again around 25.